Hello and welcome to the Knitmancy podcast. I am your host, Valentina, coming at you from just south of Richmond, Virginia. And here we are once again. You can find me on social media at Middle of Madness on Instagram, on Twitch, twitch.tv/gnollprincess, where I stream most days, Monday through Friday. Currently it's 2 to 5. Actually, I'm swapping that to 2 to 4:30 just because, 30 minutes makes a huge difference to me. What do I know? And at various places also listed down below. Okay, cool. We got that out of the way. So I've got some things to show. I have something finished, finally. I have something new. Go figure. So let's get into this, right? So the something finished, if you could have guessed, by the way, I have moved just slightly. I have pivoted my setup, my camera setup just slightly to the right for me so that I am not sitting in front of that window over there, which is the bane of my existence window. So I have moved, which now means I'm competing with this window, but this window doesn't seem as bad as that window, so work with it, right? I think that it's because that one is so far away that the camera doesn't quite pick it up. Anyway, let's get back to actual content and not just me talking about windows. So I have finished the Mountain Mama socks, which, if you recall, I was knitting 2 at a time. The pattern is by Create and Bloom. Bloom and Create. Okay, so I've been saying it backwards this entire time. Either way, Bloom and Create. I believe she has an Etsy shop in which you can also buy the pattern if you don't want to go on Ravelry. And yeah, so I have 2 complete socks because I was doing them 2 at a time. They have been Kitchenered, they have been washed. One got washed, this one, washed and blocked on the sock blocker. The other one was just laid flat. But they are ready to go to their new home, which I believe the recipient will be getting them this weekend. And the recipient already has gotten the care instructions for his socks. So the whole reason I did them for him is because he's going off to college in West Virginia. Country Roads Take Me Home that has the line Mountain Mama, or refers to West Virginia as Mountain Mama. So those are done. The yarns it's all Stress Knit's favorites. And the lightest color is Palm Lines. It is a cream with a lot of really subtle pinks in it. The second color is Dahlia. There we go. The second color is Dahlia. It's like a mahogany reddish color, like a reddy brown. And this final color, the darkest color, that back here looks just so dark, that is Mountain Mama. Now, that's not the most accurate representation. It's a very rich, neutrally green color. It's beautiful. So yes, these are all ready to go to the recipient, and I think he is pretty excited. And the Stress Knit's favorite base is an 80/20 merino nylon. Now, for my other thing, this is where it gets a little bit cheeky. I will put it on the sock blocker as such. There we go. I have started knitting another pair of socks for myself, as one does. And you might notice that this is an entire ass sock. Pardon my language, but it's not going to get any better from here. So first, I will say the yarn, and then I'll go into the pattern as I show you the other one. So the yarn is chromatic yarns on the sturdy sock base in the colorway Flowers for Yasha, which it's a beautiful like cream colored base with these sections of black and then speckles of pretty much every color in the rainbow. You have so many different colors: blues, greens, yellows, purples, reds, oranges. Yeah, it's really pretty. Now the pattern, I don't mind a spot of cursing, and this makes it even funnier. Pattern is called No Shit. So these are my No Shit socks. Got a little bit of phlegm, so bear with me. So the beauty of this pattern is there's a sock that says no and a sock that says shit. But due to the actual pattern, and I've made it even more complicated by using this beautiful speckled yarn, this very high contrast speckled yarn. So I don't think you can tell, but it does spell out the word shit in lace eyelets. So it's like S-H-I-T. Not that you can tell. And this pattern is by Jill Wright. Couple of things. I am knitting the medium size. It's a lot of lace, but it's not hard lace. Both types of lace that are in this are 4-row repeats, aside from the word up the back. The only reason I don't mind making these socks is because of word up the back. At least, it's very subtle. Most people aren't going to notice it or aren't going to know, so it's kind of a cheeky for you thing. But it is a toe-up sock with its own kind of heel flap and gusset thing that I really like, to be honest. And then it calls for an inch. I have about an inch. I think I just did like 10 rows really of ribbing. I'm not really going to say anything else aside from that. And I bound off with a tubular bind off because I find I don't like the look of the super stretchy bind off, and I also don't think it's very effective for what I want. So yes, I have a whole sock done. I got a sock done in less than a week. Let's see, when did I start this? I started this one on August 7th. Today it is, what, August 13th. So this sock's been done for like 2 days now, 3 days. 2 days. I'm not counting today. So I have a whole sock done, which obviously meant that I have to knit the second sock. So here I am. Here's the second sock. I'm very close to starting the heel flap. Again, I really like that heel flap. And yeah, like this is what I've been doing. I think this is a pattern out of a Subversive Socks. I have it currently sitting where I've been knitting, so I don't have the book in here with me to show off. But yeah, I was like, yep, that makes for a good sock. That's what I want to knit. Turns out that's really what I wanted to knit, because here I am zooming along. I am knitting on my US size 1 or 2. Is it 2.25? It is 2.25 millimeter Chiaogu red lace needles, because I have no clue where my 9-inch circular has buggered off to. It is somewhere in the house. I'm pretty sure the dog hasn't gotten it, and it's just somewhere in the house. It could be in a bag. It could be in here. I don't know. I've not seen it in a little bit. but I'm sure it will eventually turn up if I really search with renewed eyes, but I'm not going to do that today. So, yeah, with all of that in mind, I would like to mention briefly what's coming up next because I already have the ball wound up, which I have mentioned before. This is the Yarn Hero Color Mix Sock in Radioactive. I think it's going to be a secret summer secret crop. Because I do only have the one skein and I think it's really pretty and I'd like to see what it does. I think I will make another halter neck crop because that actually worked really well. I just need to tighten up the ribbing along the back, but that's a personal thing, not a pattern thing. It has a lot to do with bind offs and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's where we're all at. Let's see. I don't think I really got anything else happening. I gotta go grocery shopping today, but that's about it. I'm like looking around, looking at my yarn, looking to see all this, if there's anything else that I can possibly mention. I haven't worked on the stays because I'm working on the boning channels, and that's a whole situation that I have to deal with. And I'm widely dealing with that on my own, which makes that because I'm cutting down the material I'm using for boning and having to slot it in, but I think I need to kind of jerry rig a couple of them because I'm using zip ties and I would like it all to sit and not like jostle around and move and then have one zip, because I don't have zip ties long enough to go through some of the longer boning channels, so I kind of have to fiddle with it, muck with it, and the easy solution would be to just like tape or glue them together, the two halves, so that way it's one. But I don't have a solid solution for that right at this moment. So yeah, I mean, like, I think Sean's got a bachelor party happening, and so we're gonna have a bunch of people in the house, social distanced as much as we can, right? Yes. Oh, how many weeks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I've got like most of a month. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know if I have really that much more to talk about. The thing I mentioned, let me just sit here and like prune. Oh, I have a blueberry plant that we just finally planted. Oops. That was an unintentional, like, oops. I did not want to wait, and I did not mean to wait this long to do that. But he's in the ground. We have him marked. I want to put some bricks and stuff around him to protect him a little bit better. And he's in the front yard, so the dog can't pee on him. So he has a pretty solid chance at surviving. Because I had a pepper plant that died because the dog peed on it. I had a tomato plant that died because multiple factors. I will say that there were so many factors that went into my tomato plant dying. And however, I did give a tomato plant to my grandmother and it's doing really great, so clearly I'm not the problem. Clearly it wasn't just the plant died because I didn't take care of it. No, it was, we didn't properly like poke holes in its container, and it was in a big tub instead of in a pot like I would have preferred. Let's see what else. And then the dog pooped in the container, and then the dog peed in the container. Like, at that point, there's just no coming back from that. You're not going to survive that. My indoor plants appear to not be dead yet. I'm impressed. My little shamrock over here, I need to put more dirt in his container. That's a very minor thing. My little fang felt plant is doing all right. My aloe vera is still alive, impressively. Like this room, even with the blinds down, is still pretty bright. I have to leave the blinds down because otherwise the house gets so insanely hot that it's stupid. And that's with the air conditioning on. We have issues with the house. Just things that we can't fix right at this moment. But we have solutions to help prevent some of the worst of the problems. So that's the good news. I'm still waiting on my big package. It will arrive at some point, probably. We'll see. But I will definitely let all y'all know when that happens. And yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think this is a good place to kind of go for now. Yeah, as again, I'm just going to look around and make sure that I've covered everything I want to cover for now. And I think I can safely say yes. So, until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay home if you can. And until next time, if you want to come hang out, I'm playing video games. Just did something I shouldn't have. What? Okay, I think I fixed my problem. Until next time, if you want to come hang out, you can catch me on Twitch, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 4:30. And until next time, fare thee well.